You just spend the afternoon digging a dusty little circuit board out of a drawer, thinking you finally found a way to build a high-end music streamer for next to nothing. Then you hit the software wall. You have three big names staring you down. They all promise to turn that hardware into an audiophile's dream, but they are definitely not created equal. Volumio is the one everyone talks about first. It looks sleek. It has a setup wizard that actually holds your hand through the entire process. It even has a dedicated mobile app that feels like a real commercial product. It feels premium right until you realize that almost every feature you actually want is locked behind a subscription fee. We are talking about $70 a year just to use things like Bluetooth, native streaming services, or multi-room audio. That price tag puts it dangerously close to the cost of professional high-end software suites. It kind of defeats the whole purpose of a budget DIY project. Then you have moOde audio. This one is the hidden gem for people who want total control without spending a single cent. It is incredibly fast. It boots up before you even have your headphones on. The interface is adaptive and looks great on any screen in your house. The best part is the built-in audio tools. You get a full parametric equalizer and massive control over the audio pipeline for free. This is the kind of stuff you usually have to pay a fortune for in the high-end world. It is a bit more industrial, but it respects your wallet and your hardware. If you are the type who loves to tinker and wants ultimate stability, then piCorePlayer is the heavyweight champion. It runs on the legacy Logitech media server ecosystem. That system has been around for over 2 decades. That means it is rock solid. You can run this thing for months without a single crash or weird glitch. The library management is light years ahead of the competition. The multi-room support is legendary because it was designed for it from day one. But here is the catch. You better clear your schedule for the entire afternoon. Setting it up is a bit of a marathon. You have to configure the server and the player separately. You are managing things like Squeezelite and various complex plugins just to get basic functionality going. It is not for the faint of heart. Once you get that material skin interface looking right though, it is arguably the most powerful system of the three. It feels like a high-end vintage setup that just happens to live on a modern microcomputer. It is fascinating how these different philosophies clash. One gives you beauty for a monthly price. One gives you raw audio power for free. The third gives you a bulletproof ecosystem if you have the patience to learn it. You have to decide if you want to pay for convenience or pay with your time. Most people jump into the easiest option and get hit with that subscription bill later on. Don't be that person. If you value your money, look at the open source options first. If you value your time and just want music playing right now, you might just have to pay the tax. It is a wild world where a tiny piece of hardware can sound as good as a $1,000 player. But the software is where the real battle for your ears happens. You are essentially picking between a shiny rental or a house you have to build yourself from the ground up. Both can be home, but the cost of entry is very different.